mine and you can hear it. No recording my face.
Lovely woman like you, how dare we not put you on TV?
Oh, you're gonna be home.
Okay, so this should be he'll be wearing it right around here. Does this pick up okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, they're logging in.
Been a while. They all appear on all the screens, right? You'll
Yeah,
open
they're
all of them? Gotcha.
up there, and here, not this one.
All right. I think last time I was over in the jury box.
I've heard that this is the easiest way to get the
Yeah.
whole screen.
It is.
I'll be here.
I suppose I was told that there's a lot of people here.
Not a lot.
Oh,
There's a few.
okay,
There's a group out there of biking dress on.
okay. Well, I was kind of waiting. I didn't want a whole lot of people in here, but we could call them in now if
How long before it starts?
probably 5 more minutes.
Okay. You said I'm in?
Yeah.
Okay.
Robert White. Can you tell the roast Judge Robert White
No, let's see if
is
the
here
jury
with
calls.
this arraignment? So he would like to have that info. Okay. If that.
Good morning. I didn't scan that. All rise. The Elyria Municipal Court is now in session. The Honorable Robert C. White presiding.
You can be seated. So ladies and gentlemen, what we're going to do is we're going to do Mr. Makuch's arraignment, and then we will have several arraignments after that at the jail. After Mr. Makuch, I'm going to give you an opportunity to leave if you want to. You're certainly entitled to stay if you'd like to stay. But we will just take a couple-minute break to allow the media to leave. I expect that they're not going to want to stay. And then we will carry on with the remainder of our jail arrangements. So, we're going to get started. Good morning.
Good morning, sir. Good morning, Judge. Yep.
It's case number 2023 CRA 03157, State of Ohio versus Isaiah Makuch. Defendant was charged with aggravated murder, felony 1, and discharge of a firearm in prohibited premises, felony 1.
Good morning, Mr. Makuch.
Good morning.
You have two charges. These are from October the 24th, 2023. First charge is aggravated murder under Revised Code 2903.01. That's a first-degree felony. It's punishable by up to life in prison, potential death penalty, and $20,000 fine. Next charge is discharge of firearms in prohibited premises under Revised Code 2923.162. That's also a first-degree felony. It's punishable by up to 11 years in prison and $20,000 fine. I'm going to explain your rights to you. You have the right to an attorney. If you cannot afford an attorney, the court may appoint one for you. You have the right to a reasonable continuance to obtain an attorney. You have the right to have a reasonable bond set. You have the right not to make any statements today, but if you do make any statements, they can be used against you later. This is all being video recorded. Prosecutor's on this call with us, and he can hear everything both of us are saying. You have the right to a trial, either before a judge or before a jury. No plea will be taken in this case today because these charges are felonies. Instead, it will be set for a preliminary hearing. At that hearing, the state will have the opportunity to present evidence. The state will try to prove that there's probable cause to believe two things. Number one, these offenses were committed. Number two, you're the person that committed them. If the state meets its burden of proof, this case will be transferred to the Lorain County Court of Common Pleas for presentation to a grand jury. And that preliminary hearing will be set within the next 10 days. Will you be hiring an attorney or requesting a court-appointed attorney?
Court appointed.
Do you have a job, Mr. Makuch?
No, I do not.
When's the last time you worked?
Like 2 weeks ago, I was a truck driver.
All right, did you fill out the application for a court-appointed attorney?
No.
The stuff we filled out, we signed.
Oh, yes, I did, yeah.
All right, I'll take a look at it and make a determination about whether you qualify. I'm going to ask the prosecutor to tell us the allegations. Mr. Kishman.
Thank you, Your Honor. October the 24th, 2023, between the hours of 5 p.m. and 7 p.m. roughly, there were 3 separate incidents involving the defendant in the use of a firearm, which were reported to police. The first incident took place around 5 p.m. when the defendant pulled up alongside a couple. This was on Levitt Road near the 90 intersection. Pulled out a firearm, pointed it at a couple that was seated in their car. This incident was captured on dash cam video, later reported to the Amherst police. Subsequently, around 6 p.m., 911 received a second call involving the defendant. Michael Dasco reported that a gray Honda Accord, later determined to be driven by the defendant, had just fired shots at him on his motorcycle. 2 of the shots struck the motorcycle. He was not hit, however. And then lastly, around 6:11 p.m., multiple calls were received by 911 reporting a shooting on Lake Avenue in Emerson Court. Witnesses reported seeing the same Honda Accord again, later determined to be driven by the defendant, leaving the area. This was captured on a Ring doorbell cam. This time, the victim was struck 5 times. Trey Suki was his name. CPR was administered by bystanders before EMS arrived. However, he was later pronounced dead. The license plate information was used to determine the vehicle belonged to the defendant, as well as his address. Police took him into custody, obtained a warrant for the vehicle. Upon execution of the warrant, a firearm was located inside of the vehicle, as well as a bullet hole showing a trajectory indicating a shot fired from the outside or from inside of the vehicle in the B pillar of the car. The defendant was arrested, Mirandized. He acknowledged having driven the vehicle shortly before the incident, denied having any information to provide to the police regarding the shooting itself, however.
What about prior offenses by Mr. Makuch? Mr. Kishman?
Aside from the speeding ticket, Judge, nothing that the state is aware of.
What's your position with respect to bond?
Judge, I would request a bond in excess of $1 million on each of the 2 counts. No firearms, no weapons provisions, no contact with the victims or any of their families.
All right, so Mr. Makuch, I'm setting bond on each of these first-degree felonies in amount of $1 million. As a condition of your bond, if you do post bond, you'll have to obtain a mental health evaluation, follow all recommendations of treatment at your own expense, no weapons in your possession at any time. Also, if you do post bond, you'll have to be fitted with a GPS monitor prior to your release from jail. We have an alleged victim that needs to speak. All right, Mr. Makuch, I'm going to allow an alleged victim to speak with respect to this issue of bond.
Please raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear the testimony you're about to give in this matter will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, ma'am.
State your name, please.
My name is John Novak.
Mr. Novak, what do you need? Well, first of all, what's your relationship with with the alleged victim in this case?
He's my brother. I represent his family. His father's one of my best friends ever. No bond. I mean, there's enough repeated things going on right now over people getting out and going back and doing the same thing, or flight risk, taking off. It should be a hate crime. He had said he was after bikers, and that's what he was going at. He knew what he was doing. There's no insanity here. He cannot be saying that he was having an episode, or he knew what he was doing. This was planned in his head. Time in between each crime that he was doing. Trey Suki had the biggest, warmest, softest, lovingest heart in this world. Raised right, all that he wanted to do was right. He moved out of Detroit to Lorain County to be away from this type of thing, so he could start a new life being around better people, being in a less crime area. All that he did was right. He rode with us, which the Worthless Nuts, we are a nonprofit motorcycle association. We do nothing but good for the community, and that's all Trey was about. It's all he wanted to do. It warmed his heart to do for others without him receiving anything for it. Very unselfish man, very warm man. And if I am correct, I don't know 100%, but at least one of the shots were even in Trey's back. That no defense, literally killing a defenseless human. I asked for no bond at this time. Please.
All right, thank you. I certainly my empathy for your loss. Thank you. You can have a seat. Thank you.
Thank you.
Anything else, Mr. Kishman?
No, Your Honor, thank you.
All right. As indicated, $1 million on each of these first-degree felonies, mental health evaluation, no weapons in your possession at any time. You'll need to be fitted with a GPS monitor if you do post bond. All right, thank you, Mr. Makuch.
Thanks, sir.
Judge, just let me know when you're ready for the other ones.
All right, we're going to give everybody a couple minutes here.
Yeah, no problem.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.